next job, this is actually a job for Dad, kind of helping him out. It's a property that our local school district just bought or whatever. It's right there behind their bus barn. It's behind me. What in the world that was. But as you can tell, it's been a little bit overgrown. I'm actually right at the property line. There's that stake right there. Kind of goofy because it's like a triangle over here, but I don't know if the part behind me, but they're wanting to kind of get all this cleaned up and take out the trees and stuff to the property line and just get it where they can kind of mow and maintain it a little bit better. Like I said, it's been a little overgrown. It's kind of a mess, really, so. But he's got his TL8 here, and then I'll probably just load stuff in his truck for right now. We got a dump site where he can dump brush and stumps and trees from the city's just, I don't know, like 3 miles to the north of us. So. But I got an area behind me that I have to kind of stump that somebody came in there, it was like with chainsaws or something, like either over the winter or I could have been the school district too, but they cut the stumps off like 6 or 8 inches above the ground, so they can't mow it, and they want the stumps and stuff taken out anyways. But so Dad asked me about it. He was the one that actually got the job, but told him I'd come over here for a day and just kind of help rip the big stuff down, the stumps and brush and junk like that. So that's what we're gonna do. Just pick a spot. Gotta break this stuff up a little bit better, and then we'll load it in his truck. This is the spot I have to stump, and I got to take those 2 trees down. But as you can tell, it's a little grown up now. We've looked at this thing like April maybe. Like you can still see all the stumps, but we had to give them a price. I think it was out for bid with several other people. I think our price was like $5 grand or something like that. But it took them like 2.5 months to decide, or I guess get the bids in, or whatever they do with that process, to finally let us know that we got it. And now everything's like way grown up. So he talked about bringing the diamond mower over here, but the problem is, like I said, some of those stumps are, you know, 6 inches to a foot out of the ground. It's pretty rough, and there's probably 40 stumps in there. A lot of them aren't very big, but I'll probably just have to rake through all that and stump it, and then we'll have all that grass and junk to haul off as well. You may have to cut that up to fit the truck, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. Everybody was asking how Dad's been. He's been busy too. I've been doing a lot of irrigation stuff, so that's why you haven't seen him on too many of my jobs or videos lately. I haven't really had the need. And like I said, he's had a bunch of, you know, various irrigation jobs and such like that. So usually spring to the beginning of the summer, I think he services like 60 or 80 like irrigation systems for people. So he spends a lot of time with the sprinklers. I didn't mind putting them in back when we did that, but I was not really a big, I'm not a big maintenance guy on the sprinklers, so he kind of seems to enjoy that stuff. I always got annoyed because, especially if it's a system we didn't put in, But you can stay pretty busy at maintaining sprinkler systems. So there's always something wrong with them. So yeah, well, let's keep popping these out then. Here is the section that I need to stump, but like I said, the problem is they didn't spray it or anything since I've looked at it. So now, like, you can't hardly see any of the stumps, and some of them are just like little, you know, 4 or 6 inch stumps. And there's a few great big ones or whatever through here, but I'm probably going to start at the other end down here and just start kind of having to rake through it. But we have some that's kind of laying here. I don't know, Dad may have pushed these around because he was here messing with some of it, but there's just a whole bunch in this pile. But yeah, I just kind of probably just rake all this weeds and grass and everything up, because I know when I looked at it, there's like 40 some odd little stumps through here when they came through and cut it. But now it's going to be a little trickier with just having to sift through here. Yeah, see, there's some little ones, right? Probably can't see it because all the dust. It's a little dry if you didn't notice. So yeah, I'll just kind of, I guess, rake this whole thing up. They're going to need to have, like I said, grade it and add dirt and all that. So I wish it would just go ahead and rain just a little bit. We're actually supposed to get a little bit of rain, I think tomorrow, from that hurricane that's hitting Texas right now. So not a big chance, but a small one, so we'll take it just to knock some of this dust down. But I got that tree line all cleared out. It's kind of a weird property angle. It's supposed to go to that corner of that metal fence, and then I broke the top of the stake. You can't see it over there, but it runs on a little bit of an angle, so I took a few trees out that were actually over the line. But I think he's on like load number 4, I believe, 4 or 5, so figure while he's gone, I can start trying to sift through this mess. So probably just gonna have a whole lot of stuff to haul off. Raining now, so I just got my windows rolled up and put Dad's saw in the truck, but I don't know how much more we'll haul, but I will take this, wash the 2150 off. You guys won't be able to see anything, but it's going to keep the dust down. So oh yeah, there's this little deal on the top here. I don't know, it's almost like a visor or whatever, but it always holds dirt, and then when it rains, it's got one little hole where it drains down. But this, I'm just gonna make it a muddy mess if it keeps this up, but for my dust control, this is going to be nice. Maybe it'll keep raining enough to wash the excavator off, because it is filthy. I can already hear my air filters and radiator sighing with relief. Yeah, there's part of the stump. Yeah, but everywhere I loosened up, if it keeps it up, it'll be really muddy. But my grass may not be too bad. We may still be able to load out, or at least get everything piled up today, and then load out tomorrow. I'm not going to complain. We need the rain, so even if I have to stop because it gets too muddy, that is fine. But I was just going to kind of make little piles now and just try to make sure I can rake through this whole section and see if we can't get all the stumps out. But here the flood has set in, so it's slowed down a little bit now, but yeah, I was gonna like try to go ahead and load up and chain down, and then it hit again, so just kind of hanging out in here now. But I guess I could just leave this here, but it may be a few days before we get to come back and do anything, so it's a little wet now. You can see where he's got that pretty much slicked up, but now we got a nice little river running over through here, so it looks like on the radar about another 15 or 20 minutes it may tone down. So I was just kind of working on raking the grass off here just to where I can kind of feel or see some of these stumps, trying to somewhat separate it out. But yeah, it's just nice and messy now. So my plan was to just rake all the grass and junk down that way, then turn around the other way here and go back through and start kind of raking out the stumps, because we got to haul this stuff to two different sites with all this grass and dirt and this junk, and then we can take the stumps to a different site. But like I said, there's a stump right there that is kind of all over the place. But I was just going to jump on here and show how hard it's raining right now, so I guess as long as it doesn't start lightning. But I got rubber tracks, maybe I'm good, but yeah, I just don't want to get out and have to get in the Peterbilt or whatever now, so we're just going to hang out and move some more grass. But